go. Welcome to November 2018. My name is Colleen and you are watching Arcana Rising. Please like, share, and subscribe. This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I'm just tuning into your energy for November. And we're going to wait for a card to jump out. That was a couple of cards. I'm not going to pull that. So off the bat, I'm feeling like, intuitively, I'm feeling like this month is going to be a healing month for you. For a lot of others, it's pretty intense. And there can be some drama and miscommunication, especially with Mercury going retrograde on November 16th and, all the other retrogrades going on right now. But the first thing that came in for me for you guys was healing. So that sounds like a positive to me. So I feel like, this month is saying that it's a time for getting things balanced again. Maybe the energy of October had you overspending or overexerting yourself in different ways, and now I'm feeling like this is a month of getting back to reality. Not to say that everything that you were feeling and experiencing was not your reality, because it certainly was, but I just mean that this is a month where you're kind of grounding into the energy that you were experiencing last month is being grounded in a way that can be utilized in a more balanced way. Working with that fiery energy and then working also with a softer energy as well. So I almost feel like October was an extreme month. The pendulum swung all the way to one side and it felt very fiery and very energetic and motivational and things like that. And now it's just the pendulum's coming back to center again. So let's not lose everything that we gained from last month, but let's learn how to make it work for us on a day-to-day basis, not just when we feel that energy, not just feeling that energy and then taking off with it, which is awesome, but also continuing forward when things start to feel like they're slowing down, still keeping up a momentum going, if that makes sense, and being more meticulous in the way that we use that energy and not just kind of flying forward. So I feel like finances are going to balance out this month. I feel like the energy is going to feel more balanced for you. I'm just going to take a sip of this. 1 second. And in finding the balance, it's easier to see what the purpose was for the extremes. You know, maybe the extremes was helping you to force yourself out of situations that were not for your highest good. And maybe you weren't seeing exactly what it was, but knowing that you had to shift something. And now this month, it's kind of like, let's take a look at things a little bit more closely now and understand why I felt the need to act the way that I did last month. And I feel like the reason was for right now in this month, it feels like this balancing energy is helping you to release betrayals so that you can continue forward. So letting the energy of, I almost feel like there needs to be a cord cutting occurring this month for you guys. Maybe the energy has, maybe last month you were getting really wrapped up in other people's stuff. So that could be something also. So I feel like maybe last month you were getting wrapped up in other people's stuff, and that was creating these energetic ties to other people and making it more difficult to focus on you. And now this month is like, let's focus on me and get my life back to balance again. And the way to do that is to like disconnect myself from those situations that I'm not meant to get involved in, at least not anymore. You know what I mean? So maybe getting involved in them before was a distraction from yourself, and now it's like, okay, we need to focus on ourselves now. And anything that is pulling you in other directions or pulling you down energetically, that all needs to be removed. It needs to be all cut away. There's definitely this energy of balance coming in this month of balancing the feminine and the masculine energy, balancing the energy within myself, balancing the feminine and the masculine, balancing this energy and understanding what is right and what is wrong in terms of my personal space, my time and my energy, and doing what is right for myself. So the only way to really understand what feels right for you and what does not feel right for you is through removing any outside influences and cutting cords. Like, I feel like cutting cords is very important this month. I really recommend going on, even if you just Google or go on YouTube for cord cutting meditations, or a guided meditation on how to cut cords. I feel like that's going to really benefit you. And then also learning to say no to anyone that is trying to pull you into their stuff. That, and also anything that you feel is influencing your present or your future that is tied to something that someone has said to you in the past, that needs to be released. It needs to be released and let go. It's not you, it's them, projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you, and it has nothing to do with you. So that all needs to be released as well. So when you go through this process of healing and releasing and cutting cords, it'll be easier for you to see the truth of who you are, of what it is that it feels right for you, and what does not feel right for you. And you'll start to feel more leveled out, more evened out, and you'll be able to move forward with more clarity. And when you allow yourself to live your life for yourself, it'll be easier to heal any emotional issues you have when it comes to ancestral relationships, when it comes to family relationships, when it comes to your heart in terms of family. It's going, like, you are in the process, you are going towards healing family ties, healing family relationships, and ancestral healing. But it's still upside down. It's still, you're not there yet, but you're on your way to understanding your part in the situation, the truth of the situation, your truth in the situation, what does not feel right for you. So I'm feeling like maybe this has to do with family issues. It could be issues within your family or within an extended family, or something passed down through generations, some kind of something to that degree. But there's a balance that needs to occur. There's getting yourself balanced energetically, physically. If you need to be exercising and eating more healthy, and getting your finances figured out, I would work on that in the first half of the month, and that will help you to release everything that keeps you unbalanced, which would be related to ties to other people, and just like releasing those cords, pulling those betrayals or any drama from the past, releasing that. If you were in a recent drama, you heal it through working on you, and not focusing on the wrongdoings, but focusing on the healing this month. Like, whatever happened, and now it's time to heal from it. Not focusing on being the victim, or just the trauma of the situation. Like, not focusing on that, not living in that. Like, releasing it, focusing on the healing and your desire for truth, your desire for authenticity, your desire for justice, in whatever form that may be for you. Doing what is right for yourself, and getting into that energy will help you to see situations in a different perspective. So I feel like the first half of the month is very mental, it's like physical and mental energy is leading you towards healing an emotional disconnection from a happy, like how your ideal picture of a happy family, and a happy family, whether it's chosen family or blood family. Something there about how you, like, your beliefs and how you view, what you perceive family happiness to be. Like, what is a happy family to you? It may not be what you always thought it would be, but there is some form of it that's available for you. As long as you are standing in your truth and being your most authentic self, that's the best way to reach that goal, if that's something that you want for yourself. But there's some emotional healing that's going to occur towards the end of the month in regards to your family and like your ancestral line traditions, family traditions. Something something needs to be healed there. So if something feels upside down towards the end of the month when it comes to your family, then my best advice for you is to do all this work in the beginning of the month, getting yourself balanced and understanding what your truth is, so that you can approach this situation without getting wrapped up in the drama and getting wrapped up in the the need to be right, and the things like, issues with, who's right, who's wrong, getting wrapped up in drama, gossip, talking behind each other's back, like all those negative aspects of family relationships. It'll be easier for you to stand outside of it and witness it, observe it, and speak your truth from a calm and balanced place that will help to heal the situation, at least for yourself. So do the work in the beginning of the month, getting yourself balanced in your own life, whether that's exercise, eating healthier, getting your finances figured out, getting, into this calm energy, cord cutting, and then I think writing would be really beneficial for you. Writing out what your truth is for you, but not until you do this balancing and cord cutting work for yourself. And then once you get there, then you know who you are. So if the family is creating drama and trying to pull you in and get yourself like wrapped up in that, vicious cycle of drama, you'll be in this strong position, this strong grounded energy of being like, I know who I am in this situation, and this is my truth, and that's that. You cannot pull me into this. Like, this is who I am. Deal with it, But, also with a level of compassion, but being real, being authentically you is the path towards family healing. So I hope that makes sense for you, Leo. Please let me know how that resonates with you. I send you so much love. I hope you have a wonderful November, and I will see you in December. Thanks so much. Take care.